So how do you reduce the time it takes to deploy a change in the contact center, right? To make one of your business initiatives actually work in your contact center. I mean, I think this is probably, from a week in, week out point of view, this is probably one of the biggest problems that you face. And I've been on both sides of the fence. I mean, I've been in the business for 21 years. I've created these things on the contact center side as well. And it's difficult, right? So why is it so hard? So you want to do something simple. Like you go, oh, we'd really love to have our emails automatically understood so that we don't have 80% of them answered after 3 days or answered after 24 hours or whatever it might be. And the guys in the contact center, I mean, at the weekend, they're going to get an Uber, right? And they're going to know what it feels like to get an Uber and what that experience feels like. It's not like these folks don't know what it's like to offer great customer experience. It's not like they don't want to. The problem is, and I think anybody out there in the contact center will know this, is that it's a really complex landscape. So to do that simple thing with the email, you got to look up data in one system. You got to send it to a natural language understanding component. You got to categorize it. You have to deal with the false positives and the false negatives. I haven't even mentioned authentication and whether you know who the customer is just because they sent you an email. Emails can be faked, right? Email addresses. How do you determine that? I mean, we could go on, right? Another 12 bullet points before we're finished, and we'd realize, oh, holy crap, this is not an easy thing to do. And so the guy who says, I would like if my contact center felt like an Uber ride, getting an Uber ride, he just can't do that, or she can't do that. It's not like it's immediately within their power. And I think the fundamental problem is that if you look at the systems you probably have a whole load of boxes of components with a load of settings in them, but that's not what Uber has. Uber builds algorithms to solve the process problems they have. And here's the question I would ask myself is, are you in a position, or are you putting your organization in a position to build algorithms for your problem? That's different from there's a setting somewhere in one of the tools we've bought that should allow us to do X, right? That's a different thing. Remember, when Uber are saying we would like everybody to know who their driver is and what the car is going to and when it's going to arrive, they're building a system for that. Now, Uber can do it because they can pay 200, maybe they can pay 2,000 developers. I don't know. I haven't looked at numbers recently, but they can pay for it. The same if you're Gorillas, right? Or one of the new delivery services. You build algorithms, of course you do, right? But you can put yourself in the position of doing that even though you haven't got those kinds of resources. I mean, that's what no-code is about. And we're not the only no-code company in the world, right? There are no-code companies in most domains of expertise nowadays. Some do web applications and some do what we do, which is customer experiences and better customer journeys and better customer service. And the whole idea of that concept is that you put the power of building algorithms into the hands of people who do not have a whole load of developers and where it makes no sense to start a development project. So people close to the process can really build what they want. And that's how you go from what you've got now to an Uber-like feel to your customer service.